Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Wes, aka DougieNMySnuggy, bringing you another Ranked Seasons game. This time we're going to be playing the New Day Rising. He's got his creative player, the 97 Ben Zobrist, Andre Dawson, Bryce Harper, Paul Goldschmidt, King Griffey Jr., Victor Martinez, Eddie Matthews. We're going to be facing the 96 Nolan Ryan, and we got the 92 Nolan Ryan on the mound. This is going to be another post-commentary type video, and we get started off here in the first inning. We're just going to go first pitch swinging with Dr. Disrespect and get started with a quick hit and try to jump out to an early lead on this guy. Now, there's the reason I'm showing this game over some of the other games. This happened a little bit after I already hit the World Series division. I think I started out at like 924 when this game started. As you can see, Mike Trout got a hit. Then Griffey hits a little dinker to first base, but runs out and keeps out the double play. Now we got runners on first and third with nobody out. Miggy Cabrera comes up trying to stay out the double play, and we do. He hits a deep fly ball, deep enough to score the first run of the game, and we're on top 1-0. All right, then next up we got Freddie Freeman with 2 outs, and puts pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to get anything done to end the inning. So we in the top of the first with a 1-0 lead after a couple hits. So here we go down in the bottom of the first, trying to go down 1-2-3, and we do. And one thing I noticed is that 96 Nolan Ryan seems a little bit easier to hit than the 92 Nolan Ryan. He's still good, and but I felt like I squared up a lot more pitches against him than I do when I faced the 92 Nolan Ryan. But this is a pretty good opponent that we're playing here, and he's actually a really nice opponent, as I'll show you at the end of the game. There's a couple of reasons that I chose this game to do a commentary on over some of my other ones. A, because it was a close game. B, because it was Nolan Ryan versus Nolan Ryan. And C, because of the little exchange that we had at the end of the game. And as you can see, Nolan Ryan strikes out to end the inning there. Starting off the next inning, we throw a curveball to Paul Goldschmidt. Kind of hung back over the plate a little bit, and he knocks it out, and now the game's tied. And now with 2 outs here in the second inning, we hang a changeup to Victor Martinez, and he crushed it. There goes our lead. We're down 2-1. Victor Martinez put a hurting on us in this game. Now we got Eddie Matthews up, and we threw kind of a meat pitch to him, but he pops it up for the 3rd out, and we're okay. We're only down by 1. Just the second inning. We're still good to go here. See, it's a 2-1 game. Both of us only have 2 hits. Now here we go in the 3rd inning. Dr. Disrespect back up, gets to start a little leadoff triple. His left fielder, I'm not sure who his left fielder is, I done forgot, but he tries to dive for it, misses it. We end up with a leadoff triple. Mike Trout gets him in pretty easily with a deep fly ball. A little bit of a closer play than what I thought it would be. Bryce Harper's got a pretty good arm, but Dr. Disrespect's got enough speed to run that out, and now it's a tie ball game, 2-2. Now we got King Griffey Jr. up. He tries to sneak a high inside fastball on us, and we're ready for it. No doubter for King Griffey Jr. Now we're up by 1. This ended up being a little bit of a back and forth affair here. Now we got Miggy Cabrera up with 1 out, and he ends up hitting another deep fly ball, but he just dies out there in center field for the 2nd out. Then Freddie Freeman comes up, and he gets a meat pitch. I thought I had this one, but again, it just hung up right at the warning track for the 3rd out. That was a good pitch to hit. We hit it pretty well, but just couldn't get it out. And here we go with the 3rd inning. He's got his pitcher leading off, which normally should be a good thing, but look at the top spin on that hit. As he leads off with gets a leadoff hit with his Nolan Ryan. But fortunately, we're able to work 3 outs after that with no harm done. And the inning ends with us still winning 3-2 here in the 3rd inning. Now we're in the top of the 4th. David Wright, another good pitch to hit. just couldn't square it up. Ends up being a lazy fly ball to Griffey. And then Jorge Posada's up. And I thought, man, how is this pitch not hit out of the park? Come on. Harper runs it down like it's nothing. I really thought that was a no-doubter myself, but just didn't get there. Ended up being the second out. Then we got Cal Ripken Jr. up. He hits another ball hard right at his shortstop. Left-handed shortstop, by the way. Something you probably won't ever see hardly. Back to Paul Goldschmidt. He gets him started with a hit in the bottom of the inning. And now with 2 outs, he's got Victor Martinez up. Put a good pitch on that one, man. And he goes with it, hits it over Miggy's head. Miggy just has an awful time out there playing balls off the wall. And ends up being a 2-out double for an RBI to tie the ball game up. Then Eddie Matthews comes up, hits one up the middle. We're going to have a play at the plate here. But unfortunately, it ain't much of a play. And then Freddie Freeman, I don't know what the hell he's doing over there, throwing it to the wrong bag and all that bad stuff. But we finally get no one around the strikeout. So now we in the inning. We're down 4-3. And now we're starting off the next inning with Nolan Ryan up. He can't do much with the bat. We end up working the count a little bit. He had like an 8-pitch at bat, so that's a win for us. Then Dr. Disrespect comes up, tries to hit it right up the middle, but his shortstop's on the ball there for the second out. Not much going on here. Mike Trout comes up with 2 outs. Another good pitch to hit. Just couldn't get around on it. Pop it up for the 3rd out. Nothing doing in the top of the inning there. We're still down by 1 run. Now here in the bottom of the 5th, we got his creative player coming up. Made a pretty good pitch there, but he went with it right up the middle. Ends up with a base hit. And we got a fast runner on to start the inning. And Andre Dawson hits one to David Wright. And David Wright does David Wright things and just lets it fly through his glove. And now we're down by 2. It's a 5-3 game here in the 5th inning. And we got 2 outs here for Goldschmidt. He ends up hitting a hard one to Cal Ripken Jr. to end the inning. But the damage has been done there. We're down by 2 runs now. Back up to Griffey here in the 6th inning to start it out. Another good pitch to hit. And just can't get it to go anywhere. Lots of fly balls. Hit the ball pretty well in this game. It just didn't seem like it went anywhere. There's Miggy turning around on an inside fastball, but it kind of got way in on me. And he couldn't do much with it. That's for the 2nd out. And then Freddie Freeman is up with 2 outs. I don't think Freeman did much in this game. He hits that one hard. He hit a few balls pretty hard. It's just a 3rd out, so we go down in the 6th. Still losing by 2. And there in the bottom of the 6th, we throw a meat pitch to Eddie Matthews. Fortunately, he just grounds out the dock, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. That's something we needed badly there. Now quickly here in the 7th inning, we got David Wright up. Puts another good swing on the ball, a little bit late, but it's a line drive right at the second baseman. Nothing doing there. Then Jorge Posada, who's arguably been my best hitter maybe, besides Mike Trout. He throws a high fastball. That one was actually out of the zone, but we were setting fastball and ended up knocking it out of the park. And now we're just down by 1. Basically, my strategy against this Nolan Ryan was to just sit on fastballs, look for a fastball, and try to turn on it. And for the most part, it did not work out. We got some pitches to hit. They just weren't going anywhere. So we finally take Nolan Ryan out, put in Curtis Granderson. And here we go. He hits a long job to right field. And it's just hard to get one out in that part of the ballpark. Bryce Harper fortunately didn't run it down, so we end up with a triple here. But there's 2 outs. Tying run on 3rd base. He ends up intentionally walking Doc. And that brings up Mike Trout. We work the count a little bit with Mike Trout, then go ahead and steal on a 2-1 count, try to get the go-ahead run in the scoring position. Then on a full count, he ends up throwing a ball and walks the bases loaded. Now we got Griffey up with bases loaded, 2 outs. He brings in a Aroldis Chapman. And We end up working the count full here, got the runners in motion, and I really thought I hit that ball well. But unfortunately, it's just a line drive straight to center field to end the inning. So now we're down 1, and only 6 outs to go here. Back in the top of the 7th, he has I think it's Ben Zobrist. That was a good pitch there to Ben Zobrist. He ends up hitting it up the middle with 2 outs. So it's back to our little thing where we can't ever get to third out. Another decent pitch to Andre Dawson there. And he gets the inside-out swing. And with 2 outs, Zobrist scores pretty easily. And I thought I could throw Dawson out at third base maybe, but no. He ends up with the RBI triple to put him up 6-4 here in the 7th inning. Bryce Harper ends up grounding out to first base to end the inning. So now we got 6 outs to go to try to top this ball game. Iggy Cabrera comes up to lead off the inning against Roberto Osuna. That one kind of got in our kitchen a little bit. We end up breaking the bat and popping out the catcher. Freddie Freeman comes up. We get a good pitch to hit here. Hit it hard, right into the teeth of the shift. And nothing doing there. And then David Wright comes up with 2 outs. Yeah, 2 outs. Hits one up the middle, and it squeaks through for a base hit. I don't know if that's an error or... That's why you don't have a left-handed shortstop for one reason there, though. And then Posada comes up. Hits the ball pretty decent, but again, it just hangs up for the center fielder, and that ends the inning. We go down to the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, Victor Martinez isn't done. He hits another one over Miggy's head. And he got time to run around with Victor out there. He's not going to get a triple on us. So Miggy brings it in. He's got a 2-out double there. But fortunately, Eddie Matthews didn't do much in this game, and we get out of it without any more harm done. So now we go into the 9th inning, our last chance to tie this game up. See if we can get it done here. We got Ripken up first. He brought in Dylan Patansis. We worked the count full, I believe, and end up striking out. Then we bring in Robbie Cano. Cano smashes this ball to center field, but Griffey runs it down for the 2nd out. And now we're back up to the top of the order. We got Dr. Disrespect up. Last chance. Bad swing on a hittable pitch, I guess. And that ends up ending the game. We lose the game 6-4. And Nolan Ryan hands us yet another loss this season. As you can see, we dropped from 924 down to 906. He was 839. But here's the little exchange that we had at the end. I always hit him with a GG when it actually was a good game. And yeah, this is one of the reasons that I posted this this game, is because the guy was so nice. It's such a pleasant surprise when you message somebody and they're not an asshole. Because anybody that plays this game frequently knows you run into people that's always scamming for free wins, always sending you nasty messages or something like that. This guy was really nice. You can see I sent him the GG. He says, "You too, man." Talked about how he was 945 earlier in the day and he had dropped a few games. And he even asked me about my approach to hitting, because he thought that I was a pretty good hitter and saw that my averages were super high, which some of the guys, that's from playing against the CPU. And so that's why they have some inflated numbers. And I just told him my strategy. Normally I kind of try to be patient and wait for a certain pitch until I get 2 strikes. And the conversation goes on for a little bit. He was a really nice guy, and he wasn't aware that I had a YouTube channel or anything like that. And yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. So more people need to be like this guy. So go Blue 505, man. GG. Alright guys, well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We took another loss there. I got some more videos that I kind of want to show. I'm just kind of picking and choosing. Since I already hit the World Series division, I started just playing some games. I ended up recording but not doing live commentaries. So I'm picking out some of the better games to try to post, and you might get a few more of those here in the next few days. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Once again, I really appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.